Hello guys and welcome to another car exposed video. Today we are working on the Renault Megane mk3. So last night I was driving, message on the dash, battery charging fault, and then I managed to do about 5 miles and the car basically died inside the car park here. Steering wheel was hard, obviously loads of lights coming on the dashboards. The engine was still running, ABS light on, loads of warning obviously as you expect. Checked the battery, it was 11 volts and I left it charging last night. Now after that I couldn't start the car anymore, so left the battery charging and I'm not going to show any tests because this is obviously it's a commercial car, it's my own car. It needs to be on the road to make money. I'm just going to fire the parts cannon and hopefully I'm not gonna miss. I mean, obviously driving this car and being my own car, the alternator was making some noises already, so I'm pretty confident that we have an issue with the alternator. B plus terminal just there, and then you have another connector, one wire, and everything is controlled by, you know, the monitoring the battery is done by this other cable. The cable is all good, no corrosion, no problem. So this is the plan. I wasn't going to record it, but someone asked me the other day about replacing the alternator in this car, and I said I've got to remove all the bumper and everything, and that's what I did previously. I removed all the bump and everything, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Obviously I removed the wheel already and the mud guard, and again I literally have 40 minutes to get this alternator, take to the auto parts shop because they close in about, I don't know, about an hour and a half. So I've got 40 minutes to get this alternator out. And yeah, so I'm just gonna take a few shots here and there. Hopefully it will help you guys. Forgot one thing guys, there's a connector here for the fog lights. I'll show you in a minute. I'm gonna unplug it. Now, should be able to hold on tight. There we go. Right, one bumper removed. Forgot to show the fog lights connector. Let's connect that right in the corner here. Right, so now we have a couple bolts here to undo because there's no room, as you can see here, there's no room for this starter motor to come out to gain access to it. So super tight, as you can see. So we need to pull the front end this way to give us some room to remove it. All right guys, so the bumper, well, the front end is all loose. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I've got the new iPhone 12 Pro Max. I record it, I move the camera around and it stops recording for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my microphone that I'm using on a charging port. I don't know what's going on, but again, I'm gonna go through what I've done. So I removed the sides for the day running lights, 3 bolts. Leaves one up here, one here, and one in the corner here. So that's removed. I removed the 3 bolts for the crash bar. Again, another 3 bolts, 2 bolts from the top here, this bolt here. What else? I removed the intercooler pipe that goes on the top here. See that? So now it's pretty loose now. There's a lot more space. You can actually see the alternator now. So should be able to remove it. I already removed the B plus post nut, as you can see there. Unplug the connector. Now what we've got to do, remove the belt from underneath, and then we should have another, I can't remember how many bolts now, I believe it's 2 bolts that you have to remove. And as you can see, obviously you're going to hit the body there, you're going to hit the body here, but as you can see the top of the mount for the alternator is locked, so when the bolt goes that way, hits the body of the car, you are able to move it. So yeah, so let's remove this belt then. Now the stud for the tensioner is a 16mm, just there, and you have access from the top and from the bottom, but I'm going to do from the bottom here. And again, take note how the belt goes around and everything else. I might show you in the end how it goes. I'm just trying to get this radiator out as quick as I can. So now I have 2 bolts. You can barely see it. You probably see one there. Remove the spanner. So there's 1 bolt there. Yeah, let's see if I can get you the other one. The other one, I'm not gonna, I doubt I'm gonna be able to show you the other one. It's right at the back. Might be from the top here. Yeah, there you go. You can see at the bottom there, the other one. Yeah, 10mm, 2 bolts. Just gonna crack on. Alright, so the 2 bolts I've removed now. Just gonna pry it off. Like I said, the bracket is kind of slotted, so it should be able the bolts now are hitting the body of the car. Space here is absolutely terrible. So that's the situation that we have at the moment, guys. Just gonna pry it out. Now we can remove the bolts now. And now, there we go. Now we can remove the bolt. Right. That's the top one. All right. So the same thing at the bottom, you can see there, hitting the body. It's gonna pry the bottom, and then it's loose, and then we got to fight it out of this really small space here. There we go, guys. So you move the bumper. There we go. Just got to just pull it out now. Let's remove that bolt now. Might be able to. There you go. Second bolt. They are both the same length. Now I've got to hook it out. This is the tricky bit. It's literally no room here. Right, so it's literally fighting this thing out for about 4 minutes, but we won. And I did have some suspicions that my clutch would be buggered, and as you can see here, it should be freewheeling one way, but it's not. It's just solid. And so yeah, so gonna go and get the other alternator. Alright guys, so back from GSF, a brand new remanufactured Value.
alternator, and as you can see now the clutch is working this one. So going forward, you see it's locked. Now let me go backwards. It should just spin this pulley, as you can see there. So the clutch in this one is working. I mean, the other one had signs there was overheating at the back here, but anyway, this one is good. Let me show you now. Obviously you got these sliders here, and I'm gonna show you a trick that I've learned with Dave Stowe channel. All right, so I'm using the original bolt. I got here 20mm socket and a longer socket just to shorten the run of this bolt. Generally, if you get one really stuck and you put the bolt there and start heating, you break this bracket here. It's very brittle, it's very easy to break, but if you do this, you're not going to break it because you're not putting any strain or anything. So as you can see there, it's moving. I'm just gonna leave it flush, and you can take this thing out, you can clean it, but I'm just gonna make it flush with the bracket, and I'm going to do that with the bottom one as well. And if you get, like I said, if you get a really stuck one, you're definitely gonna break it. Don't ask me how I know. So this was a very good tip from Dave Stowe. I'll leave his channel in a description if you want to check it out. Very good channel. So there we go, it's moving, it's pushing in. And this way you have no risk of breaking the brackets. There we go, so it's all the way in. There we go, simple as that. Just got to have a socket obviously big enough to take these sliders. Right, job done. Now guys, I'm gonna fit everything in. I'm not gonna film the putting back process because I'm running out of time. And I'll see you again when everything's finished, and then we can check if we still got that message. Alright guys, so everything buttoned up, still up in the air, and we're just about to try it. Let's see if we still have the same fault. Alright, battery new. Nope. So just using the knobs here, move to no and then keep pressed, because we didn't change the battery. Alright, let's start it. Right, the fault would come on or in a good 15 seconds, something like that. Oh, that's good. Still got the multimeter here. I'm just checking if it's, just gonna check if it's charging. So there you go, around 14.4. That's perfect. Last night when I checked, it wasn't charging. It was 11 volts. Wasn't charging at all. So that's perfect. So there you go, guys. I hope you guys get something out of this video. I couldn't do any testing like I mentioned because the battery is flat. I had to leave it charging. But last night when I came in, obviously drove into just managed to get into the drive here. The power steering was hard. Had ABS lights. All sorts of lights on the dashboard because obviously all the modules are lower voltage basically, so losing communication. Then when I got here, I checked obviously my battery post here, everything was tight. Check for voltage of the battery, 11 volts. Then out of the alternator,
the same thing, 11 volts coming out of the B plus post there. Where is it? There you go. And like I said, it's a bit of a calculated parts scanner, if you like, because obviously I drive this car all the time, and I have noticed noises out of the alternator. It was probably the pulley there, clutch failing. Also, what I've noticed that the light kind of sort of flickering, even when I was driving. What else? Yeah, so a little bit of a calculated guess there. I had this alternator reconditioned in the past, and they changed the brushes and everything, but I don't think they changed the pulley system, the clutch system there. So it was the right decision to buy a new one. This one was obviously remanufactured. It was £206 from GSF Auto Car Parts. And yeah, that's it. Well, she's back and we can work now. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe. If you have any comments, just leave it below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.